When the plane started losing altitude, nobody screamed. That was the strangest part. People scream when they know what's happening, but we didn't know. We just felt the engines drop into a lower, uglier sound, like the air itself had decided to let go. I remember gripping the armrest and thinking, this is how it ends, quiet, confused. The impact came in pieces, metal tearing, bodies slamming forward. Then, darkness. I woke up face down in warm sand. My mouth tasted like salt and blood. My ears rang so loudly I thought I was still inside the plane. When I lifted my head, the first thing I saw was the sky. Clear, blue, peaceful. Palm trees leaned overhead. For a brief, stupid moment, I thought I'd died. Then I heard coughing, groaning, someone crying. We had survived. There were 9 of us. The wreckage lay scattered at the edge of the jungle, half buried like a dead animal dragged inland. No fire, no explosion, just silence and heat. We didn't know where we were. We didn't know who would come looking. But we had water, we had daylight, and for the first few hours, that felt like hope. The island looked empty. No buildings, no boats, no trails, just jungle, thick, wet, and unnaturally still. We did what people always do in survival stories. We gathered supplies, we built a fire, we agreed to stay together. Someone joked that it looked like a vacation island. Nobody laughed. That first night I slept lightly, waking every time the fire popped or a branch snapped. The darkness beyond the firelight felt wrong, too deep, too solid, like the jungle was leaning inward. Around midnight I felt it, that sensation that someone is watching you. I opened my eyes. The fire was low, shadows stretched farther than they should have, and from somewhere beyond the trees came a sound I couldn't place. Not a roar, not a scream, something slow, heavy, like something being dragged and stopping every few seconds. I sat up, heart pounding. That's when I saw the footprints. They were pressed deep into the sand at the edge of the camp, too large for a human, too deliberate for an animal. They pointed towards us, and then they stopped. No trail leading away, just an arrival. In the morning, everyone tried to explain it. A wild boar, a crocodile, stress. But the island didn't have boar tracks near the water, and crocodiles didn't walk that far inland. By the 3rd day, someone was missing. She had gone to the freshwater stream alone. She said she'd be back in 5 minutes. We waited 2 hours. We found her shoes neatly placed beside the water, not kicked off, not torn away, placed. No blood, no struggle. That was when the first real fear set in, because animals don't do that. That night, rain fell hard and sudden, pounding the fire into embers. The jungle filled with sound, splashes, rustling, deep movements in the dark. Then came the scream, short, choked, cut off like someone had grabbed her throat. Nobody moved. We all knew, instinctively, that running into the darkness would only make it worse. By morning, we found what was left of her body near the swamp. She wasn't eaten. She was crushed, like something massive had pinned her down and held her there until she stopped moving. We decided to head inland toward higher ground. That's when we found the old camp. Rotting tents, torn backpacks, clothing stiff with age, and bones, human bones, stacked carefully in a small pile. Not scattered, sorted. On a rusted sheet of metal, someone had scratched a message with a sharp object. Night belongs to them. From that moment on, the island felt different. Not hostile, aware. That night, The fire went out without wind or rain, and the footsteps returned, slow, even, circling the camp. I could see shapes between the trees, tall silhouettes that never stepped into the light. They didn't rush us, they didn't attack, they waited, as if fear itself was part of the process. By morning, there were only 5 of us left. No sounds, no blood. People simply gone, like the island had selected them. We reached the swamp on the 6th day. Black water, still, reflective. Dozens of eyes stared back at us from the surface, but they didn't move. They waited. That's when it hit us. This wasn't hunting, it was testing. At night, the island changed. Paths shifted. Sounds lured you away. Shadows moved when you weren't looking directly at them. One man broke. He ran. We heard him screaming until the scream turned into bubbling water. In the sand near the swamp, something had written a message. Not all should leave. On the 7th night, we heard an engine, a boat. We screamed. We burned the last flare. The jungle went silent. The shapes withdrew. The eyes disappeared beneath the water. We were rescued, but when the captain heard the name of the island, his face went pale. That place isn't on any map, he said, but people come back from it. Why? I asked. So others remember, he replied. I still hear the rain at night, and sometimes footsteps, and I wonder, did we escape, or did the island just decide to let us go?